Greetings, Sag. Are you mine? Are you mine? 'Cause I stay here all the time, watching telly, drinking wine. Ooh, wow. Sag, are you mine? Okay, so there is definitely a conversation that needs to happen here. It's like something is casual, you're enjoying it, you've been doing this dance for a while, you're like, you know, I like our relationship, things are good, but we need to have the talk. We need to have the talk because, you know, you guys, life is short. Life is a lot shorter than we really give it credit for. I don't know if I already said, this is for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any of these aspects in Vedic sidereal. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Sag, as we see the lovers. So yes, this is definitely, okay, so your reading is already going to be about love, for sure. It just is. Sometimes business stuff comes up. I don't ever have the intention for it to be. I just read whatever energy is showing up, Sag. So there's definitely an energy here of the lovers. Definitely. Definitely an energy of the lovers. And the Chariot. The Chariot just came up in Scorpio's reading, so some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio. And we have the Tower. Definitely a Tower moment, because this is the moment where, all right, things were going great, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like you could have just been enjoying this thing, and before you know it, you blink, and it's like 3 years later, and then the person is like, so, like, I'm totally done with this, or we're doing this for life. And the other person is like, wait, what? Why are you gonna, you know, put that kind of pressure on me? And the other person's like, Tower moment, bitch. It's not pressure. Like, it's been 3 years. Like, I'm not even an unreasonable person. I'm a wedding photographer, you guys. I see people get married after knowing each other for 2 months all the time. All the time. 3 years of being in, like, a commitment or having, you know, like 3 years since you really started dating this person seriously. Yeah, if you don't know within 3 years, I mean, I'm not trying to at all dictate or say that this is 100% the way, because there's always different ways, but for the most part, and we have Queen of Wands, so someone's very much sticking up for this, very much sticking up for this. They're like, this is what I want, this is the union I want, this is the life that I want, and as much as I love you, I love myself, and I love you enough to let you go if our purpose is not in alignment. Four of Swords, you're healing. Sag, you are healing. You're like, you know what? And while you think if we're going to do this or not, I don't even need to, you know, we don't need to talk. We don't need to do it because I actually need to be alone. I want to be alone. I want to be alone with spirit. I'm going to come to different harmony inside. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to rest more. I'm going to listen. I'm going to be more humble. I'm going to really think about what I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to be, who I'm here to be. I'm going to let myself cry. I'm going to get the energy, the magic from the raven, crows. Someone's surrendering here. They're like, and that's also, it's like stressful to the person because they can feel that this person is serious. They're like, yeah, they do love me, but they also are literally about to walk. What's crossing you is the Three of Pentacles. And you guys, we had the Three of Pentacles in Scorpio's reading, so you guys definitely could be dealing with Scorpio. What's in your subconscious is the King of Swords. Are you kidding me? We had the King of Swords show up in Scorpio's reading. I really feel like some of you guys are dealing with a Scorpio. If not, then, you know, it's just crazy because they literally had the King of Swords in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. So you're healing because Three of Pentacles, you're healing so that you can have a better foundation because you realize the foundation of the past just did not build anything stable, because what's crowning you is the Nine of Cups in reverse, which can be overindulgence and can be fantasies and can be, you know, wish fulfillment, yes, but it was wish fulfillment from a fantastical place. That's why it's in reverse, because it did not actually, it was swords. It was like, you guys said all the right things, you looked right. It's like, you know, the Brangelina, like you look great on the outside, but like gosh knows what's going on behind those closed doors. You look like a match made in heaven, but the foundation was not built correctly. And it's because there was not a complete healing. So you guys probably trauma bonded. And, you know, whether you guys turned that trauma bond into an actual love or not, you know, that's your own choice, because love is very much a choice. Oh, wow. Yeah, so this really hurt, but like all these cards flipped, so I'm not going to take, we did see the I will say the Ten of Swords showed up there. So definitely completion of a cycle, this person. Yep, your past energy is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So definitely an ending of something that you thought was going to be a solid thing This is definitely ending a contract, ending something material, ending something how you know it, putting a halt on abundance. This healing could actually, and you know, with Mercury retrograde, it's okay, you know, it's not a good time to like start a business, to be working on that. So don't beat yourself up, Sag, if you're like feeling like business needs to be doing this or that or the other. No, it doesn't. You have 6 of Wands in reverse as your future energy, but I'm feeling this is just because you're healing. And I do feel like you're even frustrated, Sag, because you're like in the space of healing and you're like, you feel like you need to be out on the front line, 6 of Wands, and you want to have new beginnings with this Ace of Pentacles, but they're both in reverse because right now Spirit is forcing you into a place to really heal, because you can't do either of those things without the 3 of Pentacles, without creating the proper foundation. You know, you can't build a skyscraper, you can't build something to a level 10 if the 3, the very foundation, like 1 is just being like, all right, I want to build a skyscraper. It's just having the vision. 2, all right, if I want to build a skyscraper, I need to get the permits, I need to, you know, draw the actual outline here, you know, I need to get an architect, I need to get all these things. So that's the 2, making the decisions. 3 is when you actually lay the bricks. It's when you actually pour the cement. It's when you make the frame. So this is your healing because the frame was not built correctly. It was all a facade. Something was built on a facade here, which is okay, because that's generally just because of our patterning. Page of Pentacles is your future energy. So you are humbling yourself down from a King of Swords energy in reverse, which is your subconscious energy. So he's pissy, he's angry, but he's not spewing it off at others, or maybe he is. But with the 4 of Swords, I don't think you are. Someone, this is definitely someone's drinking, someone's overindulging. Someone is keeping themselves busy and distracted emotionally, and they're intellectualizing and mentalizing and compartmentalizing this pain. But Spirit is like really forcing you into the 4 of Swords, and it's letting Crow and Raven come through here to really purge through. Page of Pentacles, though, you come through, it's cool, because whenever you move through this period, I'm seeing like by March 15th, then you're going to come out this page energy. So a lot more childlike, a lot more playful energy, Sag. You're going to come out with a beginning of something. You're going to restart this project. You're going to continue working on something, and you're going to feel like a page. You're going to feel like you know, missed this, or you kind of wasted time on this. But Sag, you didn't waste any time on it. Everything in divine timing. So even though to you it felt like, you know, the 6 of Wands in reverse, it felt like a missed opportunity. It felt like you're not getting the recognition. It felt like you're supposed to have, you know, some sort of recognition or some sort of target that you had in mind. Spirit is laughing, and Spirit is like, you have no idea what we have in store for you, Sag. Like, hold your horses, like, you know, live a little, come back to being that childlike energy. We have, how many cards is this? It's a lot of cards, so I'm not taking. We did see the Knight of Swords there. So the person around you wants to communicate, but they're not going to, because they're going through their own thing. There's some pride there right now. 9 of Wands, they're healing. They're the wounded warrior. They're also surrendering to Spirit in their own way, but they're not really communicating to you. Hopes, dreams, and fears. 6 of Cups in reverse. Nostalgia. You guys know this is a soulmate connection, twin flame connection, you know, whatever you resonate with in that. This is definitely someone from a past life, or someone that you've already dealt with in this lifetime. You're thinking about them, they're dreaming about you. You guys are dreaming about each other. The outcome is justice. Justice for 3 of Swords in reverse. This was very similar to Scorpio's reading. Scorpio had the 3 of Swords in reverse as well. So there is justice to a situation of betrayal here in the outcome, so I like that. With Page of Wands, a passionate offer, because 7 of Cups in reverse, someone does not want to, 7 of Cups in reverse is they are making a final choice. Instead of looking at all of the options, they're going, you know what, I see what's for me. And it's, you know, they're passionately declaring this. And they're declaring this from a place of humility. This page is passionate. He's a page, but he's passionate about it, and he is being vulnerable. I'm seeing the page here as someone's being vulnerable, and they're saying, yeah, I have all these options, but I'm choosing you, and I want to bring justice to what happened from the past. Chariot in reverse. Can we please not, like, don't move on, don't move on. King of Pentacles upright. I want to offer you the stability. I am ready. I've grown up. I've become a king. From a page at the beginning of the path to the king energy. This is beautiful, Sag. Someone is definitely leveling up here. Someone is maturing. Someone is definitely just growing up. Frankly, someone's just growing up, Sag. That's what I'm seeing. That's literally what I'm seeing for you guys. someone is growing up. We have compassion, and it's because they're learning compassion. You are being called upon to look at others with your compassion right now, Sag. They may be trying your patience or even tempting you to make harsh judgments. However, you are being asked to reach deep within yourself to discover your sense of generosity and empathy. You guys, anytime someone cheats or betrays or anything, it's never about you. It's always about them. It's always about an insecurity within them. Anytime other people's behavior says nothing about you and it says everything about them. Just like what other people say about you says nothing about you, Sag, and it only says everything about them. Take that one in. What others say about you says nothing about you. It says everything about them. Same with others' actions. What others do to you, or they're never doing anything to you, but what others do, it only says things about them. And that's what compassion is, understanding that and being able to hold the space for that. So even the deepest betrayal, the deepest, most confusing, most fucked up betrayal, where you're like, how in the... That's spirit testing you to be like, can you really be spirit? Can you really connect to spirit right now? And just sit there and just have compassion. Just, wow. And not the whole like, well, I see you hate yourself so much that you just had to did it and you're just so insecure. But where you just... Yeah, internally, I see how much hatred runs deep within this person to the level that they hate themselves so much that they want to just destruct everything. I see the level of illness. I see the need for healing, the Four of Swords. I see the level that they need that. Compassion. You're being asked to reach deep within yourself to discover your sense of generosity and empathy. Feel their struggles and feel their pain. They are giving you a valuable gift by being in your presence at this time, Sag. It is causing you to stretch, to let go of all judgments, and further challenging you to not attempt to find a solution. So you're not to find a solution. Six of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That is not your responsibility. That's Spirit's responsibility. Spirit is going to do that, and Spirit will respond. They have the ability to respond to that situation when Spirit deems that the healing, Four of Swords, is done appropriately, and when Spirit feels that Three of Pentacles, the proper foundation is laid. It doesn't have to be, the whole company, this, that, and the other, but there has to be a solid foundation. Both individuals internally have to have a healed, solid foundation within themselves before they can ever create this King of Pentacles together. But Chariot in reverse, someone wants it. Justice, it's coming through here. We do have a Libra, Earth signs. Obviously, we have the King of Swords, so we have multiple air signs here. And we do have the Seven of Cups, so there are definitely, a high possibility of there being multiple people, multiple energies in here. Compassion will heal all as you step into a space of immense love and you allow healing to come from a higher source with that Four of Swords energy. Only love is the answer here. Just be present, that is all. Let go of all judgments. Hold on to purity of love without any agenda and without any outcome. Do not look for reasons. Just accept what is for today. Accept what is for today. Let's see what the runes have for you guys. Sag, someone's definitely overindulging here. Someone is, this is all just two people really learning as they grow up. And Spirit only gives you lessons that Spirit knows you can handle. Spirit will never give you something too big for you. That took a while. All right. All right, Sag. We have Lagus, the primal waters, the primal sea. We see this baby is growing under this deep ocean. So it's like someone has something that's been swelling up from the bottom of the ocean, and it is coming to the surface, and it is coming to the surface like a lightning bolt. It's like striking through, like someone is really communicating here. So there is definitely a strong power that is coming up, like I'm feeling like an earthquake quaking beneath the ocean. This is about awakening your creativity, having an initiation of the solar plexus. This is all about the subconscious waking up. The river of life, enhanced emotionality, suitable timing, intuition, accessing your subconscious on a new level, clearing emotional blocks and delays by really accessing them on a deeper spiritual level, and accessing a deep spiritual love within. This is all about a good omen for relationships. You will, and we see that, we see the Justice with the King of Pentacles out here, and the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like someone, and the Page of Wands, like someone really does want to pursue this passionately. They're passionate about this, and they want it to be stable. King of Pentacles. This can also be, however, avoidance or fear and emotional blackmail, depression, mastering one's emotions. This can also be riding the upheavals of waves of emotion and suffering and finding a safe haven. This is all about unconscious expansion, really expanding, so two people expanding together, shaping your word, your cosmic fabrication of what an outcome is going to be, and changing that. This is lucid dreaming, developing a third eye and prophetic wisdom. This is about increasing your gusto in life. This is about the supreme invisible unity of life, taking the plunge, understanding the potency of the sea to break loose from its control, understanding that the sea gives life, but it can also swallow you whole. Understanding clairvoyance, protection from the physical and psychic intrusions of others. This is about establishing a communicative bridge between the unconscious and the conscious mind. This is saying that caution and wisdom are key in all of your dealings at this time. This is about the tide of the sea mimics the tide of your heart, the well and the stream and the land of the fish. This is enriching all of your projects through willful intention, telepathic communication to others. So you guys are both healing, but you guys are communicating through astral realms or communicating telepathically through the day. This is following instinct and heart over mental and judgment. So you have that King of Swords in reverse, and it's asking you to tap into your heart and out of your mental space. This is about respecting wild energy of nature and receiving the bounty of nature, divine timing, things that are swept under the rug coming back and, striking you. This is all about the moon, which reveals things in the middle of the night. With the body, this is the kidney and the bladder, which is all about holding on to anger and resentment. So really doing a lot of healing in your solar plexus and dealing with the resentment and dealing with anger is going to be powerful for you guys. Anything that can really help cleanse the kidneys and the bladder will be really powerful for you as well. This can also be travel, going near water, good fortune, success, obviously fertility, life force, carrying a life force, being bonded to another thing. We do see, the umbilical cord. So it's like this could be, you need to do a cord cutting because we see the lightning strike there and the cord is cut. So for some of my Sag, this could be a cord cutting, but it's like a cord cutting so a new cycle can begin. And whether it's with this person or not, we'll have to wait and see. But I will check in with you guys at the end of the month and we'll see what happens with this. I love you guys.